Hello, my name's Lori Prokop, and I would like to present to you today an overview of what a NASA Software Tech Fellow is and what a Software Tech Fellow does. First, I'd like to introduce to you the team, the Tech Fellow team. As I said, I'm Lori Prokop. Many of you may know me from my work at Johnson Space Center. I recently succeeded Mike Aguilar as the Software Tech Fellow at the NESC, the NASA Engineering and Safety Center. And I have two deputies, Terry Brown, who is at Marshall, and Laura Maynard Nelson at Glenn. My peer in the Tech Fellow world is Tim Crumley, who is the Software Assurance Tech Fellow, and he is out of the NASA Office of Safety and Mission Assurance. So this pitch, it's just provide the purpose of it. What is the NESC? What is the role of a Software Tech Fellow? Let you know what some of our recent activities are, and then some conclusions. So the purpose of this presentation is really just to raise awareness of the NASA Tech Fellow team, what we do, how we're organized, and what the purpose of our jobs are. And we'd really just like to connect with our fellow software community for any future collaboration and let you know what we've been doing. So about the NESC itself, it was established in 2003 in response to the Columbia accident. And what this organization does is help the programs and projects out by providing an independent technical assessment of technical issues and also to address national needs. So the whole culture of the NESC really cultivates safety and engineering and technical excellence and provides a really open environment for looking at challenges and providing feedback to the programs. So the way this organization works, it takes a tiger team approach to problems, and it employs a group of agency recognized tech fellows and lead experts in different discipline areas and their technical discipline team. So this technical discipline team, you'll hear this word TDT a lot, is really a collection of experts across the agency, industry, and academia, and provides a diverse team to attack whatever solutions or problems arise within the discipline. So it provides an independent, diverse, and expert technical team that provides robust technical solutions to some of the agency's highest and most complex issues. So the NESC gets involved in reviews, it augments project teams, it solves problems through independent test and analysis and exploring alternate solutions. Now this is the org chart. So the NESC supports NASA's, the Office of Chief Engineer, the Independent Tech Authority. And it includes an NESC Chief Engineer at every center. It also includes a Tech Fellow to represent each of the disciplines that are shown below. So you can see software is one of the many disciplines that the NESC supports. So there's one Tech Fellow for each of these disciplines. But supporting each of that Tech Fellow, there are deputies and also this TDT, a group of technical discipline team members. So I think there's about 19 Tech Fellows now. There's about all combined 270. For the software, for my software TDT, we have currently about 80 people listed on it as folks to draw from or contact in the event of some to investigate technical issues relating to software. And just to note, on the left-hand side of this chart also is the NASA OSMA, Office of Safety and Mission Assurance. This is where Tim's Tech Fellow reporting path would go through. So you have two alternate paths to, I'd say, NASA headquarters for engineering assessments and expertise. So what do tech fellows do? They support NASA's missions for safety and to provide a resource for independent test analysis and evaluation of some of the most difficult problems. They provide really the technical backbone. The TDT is the technical backbone, the folks that are the experts. And in addition to doing these assessments, tech fellows are also agency-wide stewards and advocates for their discipline. And we provide this unique overarching view of the discipline that crosses multiple centers. Some of the other things we do is try to make sure that there's consistency in standards being employed across the centers, ensure that lessons learned are identified and shared, and to just generally advance the state of the discipline. I'll go into that in more detail for the software area. So this just shows just a bar chart of the number of assessment requests that were received since 2003. There's 1,027 of them, 86 just in last year. So, and primarily those requests are coming from the engineering and scientific organizations supporting programs. So what is a software tech fellow? We perform software related technical assessments to assist NASA programs and projects. And I'll give you a couple examples of those. We also provide stewardship for the software discipline across the center. So we try to advance the state of the discipline and also advocate for it in forums that we have access to. Additionally, for the software one, and this isn't true for all the disciplines, we are the keeper of our standards. So we're the owners of NPR 7150, which you're probably aware of. And we also support CMMI appraisals and CMMI training for the centers. So some of the recent activities assessments that we have been involved in, many of you are probably familiar with the Boeing OFT-1 mishap, and we were on that investigation board. And there's been a lot of activity, not only in the investigation, but lessons learned in that investigation, trying to get the lessons learned from that into the other NASA programs, as well as updating our best practices for the software area. Currently going on is another software common cause assessment against the SpaceX Dragon. There's also a cross-program assessment across the Artemis program for the different elements, Orion, SLS, the ground systems, on integrated software hazards. We had a software complexity assessment that's recently completed, resulting in some updates to the standard NPR 7150. And we did an evaluation of the automated flight termination system. Additionally, I wanted to introduce, if you're not already familiar with the SARB, the Software Architecture Review Board, which is a group of architecture professionals across the agency that exist to provide programs and early assessment of their architecture. So this is a service that's sponsored by the NESC to help programs out. It's a very competent and well-respected group of people that are there to assist projects. So I wanted to let folks know that that exists. If you have a project early in formulation and you'd like to take advantage of this group and the benefits, please contact us. They just finished a review of the gateway, and I think they were going to do the EUS exploration upper stage possibly next. So again, take advantage of the SARB. They can be a real asset to your project. There's also some things that are more research, more academic oriented. We're on a panel to develop a policy, a NASA policy for ethical use of AI. And we did a study on how agile software development methodology is used across NASA. And I've got a paper being presented in March 2021 at the IEEE Aerospace Conference on verifying spacecraft autonomy. And and this subject is also part of a chapter in a book that was a draft that was submitted. So those give you some ideas of the activities that we were doing. But in addition to those activities, we're focused as well on the advancement of the software discipline in general across NASA. So some of the things we have been looking at is first to just build and cultivate this technical discipline team of experts to call on. And we operate that through the NASA Software Working Group. And then we're thinking about the future of software. What types of things are we emphasizing right now? Right now, we're trying to evolve our processes and standards to support the increasing software size, autonomy, and complexity. And we have an emphasis on software architecture and reuse, such as like CFS. And I think as a group, we try to increase awareness of software in general across organizations and projects, to increase awareness of software across the other disciplines. And we also have, for NASA civil servants, a rotational opportunity. So feel free to contact us if you'd be interested. We've been doing like 6 to 12 month rotations, and if it's a good career building, as well as giving you good exposure to all the projects, and gives you an inter-agency idea of software. So some of the other thing is just being an advocate for software to communicate challenges up and out, some of our workforce issues and our funding issues. And one of the things we're doing this year is trying to form some software sub-disciplines, or that we're forming some new ones in security, project management, requirements, and testing. But also we have some that are functioning very well. And I don't even know if I should call software assurance a sub-discipline, because it's a whole discipline in itself. But we have a large software assurance community. And then I mentioned the SARB for architecture, which is functioning. We also have been performing in-house CMMI assessments. And this is a chart that Tim Crumley gave me just to let folks know what their focus areas are going to be in this year and next. And they're to improve communication between the centers on software assurance related topics, and to implement the update to the NASA software assurance and safety standard, and to just improve activities associated with problem areas such as requirements and testing, and process improvement activities in the software assurance discipline to develop numerical and qualitative assessment criteria, to increase services and tools, to focus on PLD and facility software assurance, and how to better report software risks, issues, and findings to programs and projects, as well as training in things such as cybersecurity. So in conclusion, I wanted to make sure to let folks know that we welcome potential technical discipline team members from both inside and outside of NASA to serve as experts. And when these are formed, we contact you, we let you know about how much time commitment it is, and they're paid for on a case-by-case basis when they're stood up. And we also invite NASA participation in our software sub-teams. We have a few people signed up for those, but welcome some more. And we generally welcome collaboration with experts in the software community, industry, academia, on a broad range of software topics. So please feel free to contact any of us. at the Tech Fellow, in the Tech Fellow team, and we'll welcome further collaboration. Thank you.